And as always, when you join me here on my channel, you're one of my treasures. Welcome to what I like to call Area 5T1, as we do discuss what I call the 5Ts. We talk about transition, we talk triathlon, we talk trends, then we talk teaching slash tips and trucks. As always, we can talk about any of these topics on here. Everyone is welcome in here as long as we keep our comments respectful. Actually, I apologize. I'm trying to get stream up on my computer so I can see all of your comments and answer your questions. So please do welcome. Do have one of my merch t-shirts on, so I will put the merch link on there. This is actually the prototype t-shirt, and a friend of mine has bought a mug, and so I will put the merch link to a merch store in where, in the stream, so we can actually, I think I just lost the stream. Be just one moment so I can pull it up. But also, I don't know how many of you have been on here. This is our premiere weekend with actual super chats, super thanks, decals, or super stickers. So feel free to, if you want to drop one in the box, that is greatly appreciated. Any money that does come to the channel, the first 20% will go to charity. We will continue here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I will be doing Rapture 505 next winter again. So I want to start getting more stuff for next winter. What I'm kind of try to do care packages for the homeless, where they will get gloves, socks, a beanie, and Mylar lined poncho so they stay warm. Hello, Peter. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, you are a treasure when you join me here. So that'll be the plan for next year's Rapture, and that's wrap with a W. So that means that we wrap them. Hello, the Lizard Kid. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, you are a treasure here. You got the high score, Eva. Doesn't that mean you were at the bottom? I am a transgender woman. Hello, Josh. Welcome to the stream. Well, thank you, Rick. Thank you, Dondi. Actually, treasures refers to all of my viewers. So you're saying hi to all of my viewers. Please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Hey, DJ, you know what? I hadn't realized that was you. Well, we got monetized, as you may notice. So how have you been, Deja? I hope it's all been good. Yeah, I think so far we've only made like 6. We did get 2 donations the other day. Thank you, S. Well, and you know, the last couple of days we've had pretty good streams. I don't know if we're getting less people as they've, you know, as it got monetized and kind of filtering it out or what. Not so much of the hate comments yet. So hopefully it goes better. Uh, Please do leave a like and subscribe. Like I said, this is only our third day with, you can do like a super thanks, super sticker, anything like that. Correct, Turbo Tony. We're not here to judge. And one of the biggest things I always say is here on my channel. Oh, thank you, Disha. Awesome. Smokey, you're just gonna have to go. Yeah, you didn't have. I was about to ask you how are things. So Deja has donated 9.99, which is awesome. That's uh so really thank you for the super thanks or super sticker there. Your comments will be read out loud or you will be mentioned. Hi butterflies, welcome. Just remember that 20% of what the channel makes will go towards charities. Last year, I was donating 20% of any money out of my own pocket. I was taking money out and buying beanies and gloves for the homeless during the winter here in Albuquerque. Uh, and then this year, what I'm going to try to do is try to make it like a whole care packet where they will get uh, a poncho that is lined with mylar. They will get socks, beanies, and gloves. So that'll be, and then what I am also going to do, I'm going to donate 10% of anything we make on here throughout the year towards that. And I'll probably be purchasing all that. I'm going to try to do at least 100 care packets for the homeless for next year. If not, whatever more we can do. Also, I'm going to donate 5% to where I adopted my dog, and then 5% to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. That's where 20% will go. And then the other, just about, wherever, whatever we need for the channel. Actually, Turbo Tony, there were times I did feel different. I wouldn't say depressed. I felt just kind of out of place. There were, and since I was young, I felt that there was something different about me. Um, once potty trained, I felt like, I don't want to use the urinal to pee, but I want to sit on the toilet. I didn't want to just, you know, I wanted to, there were lots of things. We don't really, we try not to talk about God here. I'm an atheist and I would talk about it, but many people I do have people on my channel that have religious trauma. So, we don't want to bring up God in here. What do you mean I look vaccinated? Everybody's been vaccinated. My dog's name is Thomas. That's the name he came with. I mean, he's deaf, so I can call him just about anything I want. Yes, I do feel a lot more comfortable as myself, as my true self. Um, and I think it's been a lot better for me to come here on YouTube, kind of tell my story. If you go through my channel, I was just looking at it, and we're at like 498 videos. And, I probably before couldn't give us, just sit here and talk about things, you know, right away. Just kind of talk about anything just as calm as I am now. Um, I will be pretty soon. I'm gonna start looking into it. I'm gonna at my next doctor's appointment talk with my nurse practitioner, and so I can start doing that. It took time, Deja, so I could find that directness, find that confidence. On here, I know my first few videos I wasn't as calm because I was still in Florida, uh, and I was still living with my ex. So like when I was doing my videos, I would be doing them behind closed doors, and when she was gone, so uh, it wouldn't. I couldn't. Okay, 6'8". I think we're gonna have to take you off of here. My, you have to when you start your hormone replacement therapy, you still have to continue just seeing the doc from time to time because it's not one of those things that you just stop doing. They give you the medication and just keep doing it. You need to get your hormone levels checked and all that, and everything. Gemex is good. Still working, and it had been too cold to switch out that. Still been too cold to check out, to swap out the camshaft position sensor, but now it's time to do that. But I will be doing that pretty soon. I bought a roof rack. Well, the exterior automatically becomes it does come with a roof rack, but I bought a roof basket for it. I will be turning it into an overland vehicle. Wow, Turbo Tony, that's interesting to know. Here in the US, since we all have different types of insurance depending on our job, there's a lot of things. Hey, Kathy, welcome to the stream. Haven't seen you in a bit. Um, we are now monetized. I don't know if you've noticed. Claudia, welcome. Matthew, there's always it's been proven. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please feel free to hit a like and subscribe. We have gotten our first super sticker tonight, was given by Deja. which we really thank her for that. Um, it'll really help out my next mission of reason for next year. Why do you need to know the 7 continents? I know them, but I bet you would get one of them wrong. Well, it would be South America, North America, Europe. See, North America, South America, Europe, Asia, uh, Antarctica. Uh, let's see, and I've got Oceania in there. And which one am I missing? Hmm. I know I'm missing one. Uh, why am I missing one? Because I know everybody would always list Australia as a country. No, it's Oceania actually, because down by Australia, there's actually 5 countries. Because you got Australia, Guinea, you got Tasmania there. So it's actually Oceania is what it's called. Chico, this is what I was taught in school. Well said, Deisha, because there's a plan in everything, right? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like and subscribe. Join us in the stream. We are definitely growing in subs and in viewership. Last night was we had about 600 viewers. We're not right now. We're at 8 likes. We would like to make it to 10, and we're like 18 minutes in. We usually take my channel usually takes a little longer to make it to 10, but some days it can happen in 15 minutes. Other days it can take a couple hours. So we're doing pretty good on the average here. Uh, Always remember we do have a merch store. Oh yeah, thank you, Kathy. It was a long process, and they made it sound like it was going to take longer to when you apply. And what happened is I applied because you have to get uh, permission from YouTube and from Google Ads, I think. And then what you do is, ooh, Deja. Thank you. Deja just put up a 49.99 super chat. Deja, wow. And stating, thank you for helping so many veterans and people in need. I truly appreciate you. Uh, wow, Deja, that's very generous of you. I And as you know, I truly enjoy doing my job as a VA nurse, and I do want to say thank you for your service. Um, that was a that's a I do want to say thank you for that donation. Um, Hello, Michael McLeod. Welcome to the stream. Um, you're on with Jules. Please do leave a like and subscribe. As Deja said here, Um, I he said she said thank you for helping veterans. She is a veteran, and we should thank her one for the service that she provided to our nation, and also um, really thank her for the generous uh, super chat that we just got from her. Um, Go ahead, Michael. We will give advice here. Answer any questions. We just want comments and questions to be kept respectful. Correct. Well said, Deja. So go ahead, Michael. I will answer your question. My subs will, can help also. So Okay, Michael, if you do think you are trans, and like you said, you are emphasizing you think you have, uh, best thing would do would be go to a therapist and talk to someone about it. They will really, um, they'll check if you have what they call gender dysphoria, because they'll ask you to talk about basically they'll have you break down your throughout your lifetime. That's how mine did it. And what points to it? Why do you feel you are? And that's really what they'll ask you. And and really, I'm gonna advise to like the group I went to in Florida. They had, always tell them, when you make your appointment, tell them why you're going, because usually they're gonna have someone that will specialize in that type of therapy. Um, I actually, Jacksonville, I agree with you that Trans women should have a different uh, category in sports. Oh, well said, Kathy. Coming out is a very difficult thing. You're gonna have really, you're gonna have it's a choice who you come out to. So, like here with might have been one of the best places to, you know, really, say, hey, I think I am. So, why, rather than just go to someone in your family and say, hey, I think I'm trans, because then someone in your family might turn around and say, you know what, we don't want you around here anymore. So yeah, it's best to come on here and use the community to come out to. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. We are one like away from 10. Um, Oh, there we go. We just hit 10, everyone. We can work our way up to um, maybe we can work our way up to 15. That's always the thing is first goal is always 10, then we creep up by fives. Um, and we've gotten a good amount of views. Like I said, lately, I think because I haven't been streaming as much, like I haven't streamed the last couple of Tuesdays or Thursdays. I don't think, but that I've my numbers have gone down on views, but that's okay. My background changed because if you notice my neon lights aren't on. Um, my dog wags his tail so hard that he's actually pried the cables apart on those. So I either got to get some solder and a soldering iron and solder the cables back together, or just order new ones. They're inexpensive. Um, Someone told me that they were saying, just to make it more interesting, I should put my AR back here. I don't, because they love them. Yeah, Kathy, I like your comment. Uh, but I think you find a new family. Which lampshade are you talking? Yeah, butterflies. Someone said I should put it in the background on here. I don't. Hello, Kaylee. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Exactly, Kathy. Because I did do one video where I taught how to do how to handle your firearm properly, and it was my pistol, and they were like, I didn't get any strikes or anything at that time, so. Yeah, I do. I have the basics. I have a I have a pistol. I have an AR and I have a shotgun. I mean, it's not like I own like a an arsenal. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to get different colors to match my t-shirt. If you notice, this is actually one of my merch t-shirts, and it does have jewel or a treasure chest with jewels on it, and what I it does have some pink ones, so I was trying to go and contrast that. Jeweled wick. So yeah, that this t-shirt is available in my merch store. This one is actually the first one ever printed. So if you ever want to go there and check it out, here's the link. And there's a lot more. There's actually coffee stuff like that. Um, um, Look at that. We're at 13 likes. We're really working our way there. I'm probably going to do a 2-hour live stream today. We're working our way. Now at 14. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like, subscribe, and welcome to the channel. We can talk about the 5 T's. We do talk about transition, triathlon trends, teaching / tips, and trucks. Hey, Raven, doing well here. We got a good stream going. We haven't got many haters coming in here today. So we got a great stream going. I think that's what makes it the best. Even if we get a small amount of views, the fact that it's mainly subs is what's awesome. That's a good thing to say, Claudia. I think that's a good one. Good suggestion. I think I'm trying to remember who suggested it. Someone here that's here often. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. Ooh, RT, thank you for the super sticker there. Uh, we're having a great stream today. RT, welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like. Thank you for the super sticker. Guys, we're having a great stream today. And then, that's the thing. Just remember all these super chats, super stickers will 20% will go to a charity. And which 20% it gets broken down. 5% will go to the Transgender Resource Center here in Albuquerque. 5% I'm gonna give to where I adopted my dog. It's called Animal Humane New Mexico. And 10% I will put aside to buy. This year I did what's called a mission of reason for what's called the Church of Cohorts, an atheist church a friend of mine started, and so 10%. Oh, Kathy, thank you. Oh wow, we're doing awesome on this live stream. Thank you very much, Kathy. So, and then 10% will go to church, to the mission of reason to be able to make the homeless be warm. We will get mylar lined ponchos, gloves, and beanies, and socks for the homeless. And they'll all be like all 4 items will be put in a care package. And my goal is to make 100 packets to be able to give to the homeless in the winter. So I will be putting aside money for that. So really, thank you guys. It's really helping towards that goal. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, you are a treasure here. I want to thank everyone that has been generous enough to give super chats, super stickers that are going to help out for the mission of reason for next year. Like I always say, we can talk about the 5 T's, we can talk about transition, we can talk triathlon, trends, teaching / tips, and trucks. I am going to, like, I have a bag right now and it still has, it still has some gloves and beanies from this year. I did hand out about 70 sets of beanies and gloves, but I had some left over. I had about 15 sets left over. So I decided that, and someone was telling, and I don't know how many of you have been on with the here when Joe has talked to me. He's um, you know, First Herald of the Church of Korhor, and he was doing blankets for the homeless out in Utah. And recently, one time he had someone tell him that blankets are not so much what, that the beanies and the gloves are a better thing because that will keep them warmer, while others, told, and then, you know, and then so then I thought, well, why don't we do like mylar lined ponchos? Because one, when it snows, it'll keep them dry, but two, it'll keep them warm with the mylar. Because he wanted to start getting mylar blankets. Uh, Other things he wanted to get were the little pocket hand warmers, but those are only last 18 hours, so I don't know that they would be a good thing to get. Another thing, yep, time for Wackatroll there, Kathy. Um, I do want to thank everyone. Yeah, and for how much people put things down, um, I find great items on Temu and they're inexpensive. That's why I bought the gloves and the beanies, and I can buy a lot more. Um, I rather buy them there and be able to, get someone warm rather than, spend a ton of money on Amazon. I do want to thank all the trolls for coming on here because now it's going to spread our algorithm even more. Uh, I, so the more you come on here, just remember the more we spread. Yeah, I haven't bought anything on Amazon in ages. I really I use Temu because if you look at what people do is um, they half the stuff you find like I bought like I said a roof basket for the Gem X and I and it when it came it was in an Amazon box. So, you know, it's pretty much yeah. Yeah, George, as you can see, I have Kathy here as my moderator, and she is watching what you state on here. So, like she said, be chill. Really, I don't know. I, that's true, snail mail. That's the way I look at it. But a lot of people, I always throw it on here. Um, but I don't get it. You know, why people always come here and state, you know, will just come in here and say Transformer more than meets the eye. And I don't get why they're doing that. You know, so I don't know if it's a nickname that they're putting on trans people or trying to make it an insult, so I'm not sure. Yeah, and whenever I get that comment, I always say, oh, you know, it's not like something I haven't heard before, you know, because I see it all the time. Hello, King. Welcome to the stream. Please do leave a like and subscribe. Thank you. You were reading my mind there, butterflies. We, you know, tonight we do want to thank all the everyone that has donated a super chat, super sticker. Been great. Um, exactly, snail mail. They only have like two, three jokes, or they're I'll say it. A lot of them are religious zealots, basically, because all they want to come here is spread, you know, either hate or religious, you know, talk. You know, telling you how it's a sin and everything. Now, I'm gonna talk about this week. I will be streaming a stream Tuesday night. And if things don't change, I am looking at probably talking with my ex over the phone, or soon to be ex, I should say, because we have to start settling everything for divorce. Next thing will be making sure we get caught up on back taxes. So, you know, she called me the other day, and I think I found something in her when we were talking that she said in there that might give me some leverage. She said something, we need to get everything settled so, uh, we can have, how did she put it? She says, I can move on with my life with everything and with someone. So I'm thinking there's someone there already, and, you know, and that person's, well, as long as you're still married with, you know, her, then I won't, uh, date you or something. I don't know. Or she might be at that. I actually had this in my first divorce, because this situation, and it gives you leverage because, like, my first ex, she she didn't do the paperwork correctly on the first divorce. She was getting remarried, and the divorce hadn't gone through to be final, and it was like a month or two before the next wedding. And she came to me. I'm like, okay, let's sit down and do this paperwork correct. And my child support, I remember at that time, went down by half. So, um, of what, because we did it correctly. And that was what the court was saying she did wrong. Hello, Josh. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like, subscribe. So yeah, when I kind of heard that in the, when she was talking to me, I kind of caught that in her talking to me. So, that'll be um, a little bit of leverage. You always have to hear what people say. Um, so I'll probably be streaming Tuesday, probably Thursday night, and maybe a little bit on Friday. I won't be doing it too late on Friday, because Saturday morning I fly to San Diego to visit my family. Um, why do you say that, Hot Rod? Well, Claudia, I don't know. I kind of right now I enjoy being single, because you know what? I can do whatever I want. This last marriage, um, it was she was very controlling, and it was like if I wanted to go out and work on my car, or if I just wanted to do like any type of modification to my car, she was like, "Oh, why are you going to do that?" Or "Why are you going to do that? Does it really need that?" And then, or if I wanted to go, say, to ride my bike, I used to go running or go riding my bike, and she would call me in the middle of the, and when are you going to be back? I have to do XYZ. And so I'd have to find someone that would not be like that, where they wanted me to, and then she would put me on the, it's just, I see 17. So, someone that's not going to be hovering, and I'll date, no problem, but um, I don't know if I'll get married again. It'll be one of those things. Because it's just, oh wow, Deja. Yeah, I'll date again. It's no problem. I'll go out and hang out with people. Like I said, but I don't know. There's so much commitment in a marriage, and first one cheated on me. The second one, I know, Elijah, no. The second one, she's kind of throwing it at me, like, about, because I did walk a coworker out to the car, and I did happen that I ended up kissing. So I'll admit to that. I'll admit to my mistake. Let's see what text messages I am getting here, if any. Um, no, these are all ads. Oh, I know. I've been watching that there, Kathy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like and subscribe. We've got an excellent stream going here. Got lots of good subs in here. We've gotten good people that have joined the stream. I do want to thank all, the generous super chat, super stickers we have gotten. I'd like to, everyone that has just joined us here. Look at that. We're at 420 views. Isn't that a, kind of ironic number? It will, that, I remember last year here in Albuquerque, especially since there's all kinds of, they do, marijuana is legalized here, and I couldn't believe how the lines were outside the stores where they sell it on 420. So yeah, I was amazed. Oh, like I said, Chica, I won't. I'm like, I'm going to stick it out, probably single for a while. And I just with my with my second, I know I waited a long time after my first marriage. I waited a long time before dating again. I I read a couple of books that actually helped. And now I know with the second one going, belly up, I'm not, it really doesn't hurt. It's like, oh, that happened, okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like and subscribe. Well, maybe Kathy. I like it's right. My friend that moved out here from Florida, that I helped move out here. Oh no, from Nashville, because that I had met in Florida. She's now purchasing a house. Ah, you guys know, I've been telling you I've been on the Wegovy now for what? This is my 5, 6 weeks on it. Now down about 27 pounds. I won the weight loss challenge at work, um, and I was down 25. And then the other day I went down another pound. I'm kind of like doing a little plateau here, but I got my little exercise machine back there. He's sleeping though. Um, but like this next week, I'm not gonna weigh in because me and another girl are still weighing in. My goal is another like 22 pounds. I want to get down to 175. I think that'll be a good triathlon weight. Um, like we went hiking yesterday, but I took my friend from Nashville. She went hiking with me, but by the time we got to the trail, she was already uh, tired, and so um, we went, on the trail for a little bit and came back. Audrey, we're doing fantastic in here. Uh, got a great group of viewers here, many of my subs. I've noticed that we're starting to get that more, although the view count is not as high, we are getting better. So instead of quantity, we are getting quality viewers. My name is Jules. I go. That's what I changed my name to. Now the treasures. That's all of the viewers and subscribers in here. Um, yeah, it's always been a nickname throughout my life. So thought I'd take it on as my first name. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, you are a treasure here, and welcome to what we call Area 5T1, where we talk about the 5Ts. We talk transition, triathlon, trends, teaching/tips, and trucks. I live in New Mexico, Audrey. Oh, Aubrey. I'm sorry, I'm getting your name wrong. Uh, yeah, it is nice. I've only been here for a year. Before that, I was in Florida, and I grew up in California. Please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Now, another thing, this is our first weekend with, where you can just do a super chat or super sticker. And usually what will happen, I shouldn't say usually, what will happen with any thing that comes across in donation, 20% will go um, to charity. Then the other will only be to improve the channel. Whether it's for filming equipment to, get better filming when, for better videos, like when I went, I didn't get much footage yesterday when we went hiking. Um, so I couldn't film a hiking video. Plus, I've done, I think, videos on that trail. Um, I would have loved to have done one with Thomas when he was hiking with us, and he had his new harness on, carries his own canteen, um, and his own bag with it's a Molly um, uh, harness, so you can put extra pouches on it, and one actually he can carry his own poop bags in there, so he can pick it up, and carries his own canteen, and um, so yeah, Thomas is my dog right there, and the other thing he can carry is his own snacks. I always say that. Um, in times of, I used to live in Florida, and in times of disaster, your pet should be ready to carry their own stuff if you ever had to evacuate on foot. Nevaeh, yes, it is actually. I do want to say we are having a good stream today. And you guys can always ask if anything on this channel, as long as it's kept respectful. We can talk about the 5 Ts, are usually what we talk about. This weekend, I was supposed to work a little more on Gem X, which is my Xterra that goes in the truck section. I, uh, oh, well, thank you. But I didn't get a chance to actually. Afternoon, for some reason, I was just sitting there. I was actually watching another YouTuber. What I'll do is I'll stream it over to my, uh, I'll stream because I do have a Chromecast, so I'll stream it over to my Chromecast. Um, I did watch uh, the Godless Sermon, Kathy, this morning with Joe. And then from there, I forgot. I went to the store really quick, and then when I got back, I just fell asleep watching another YouTuber, Ashley Adamson. Uh, Adams Adamson. I really like her YouTubes. I am 54. Sometimes you just need that extra rest there, Nebaye. Please do hit us like and subscribe to the channel. Well, Nebaye, if you came across my stream through uh, your shorts, actually my stream is usually for 18 and older. Not that anything is ever really mentioned uh, by myself that would be 18 and older content. I just like to keep my comments. You know, I have I have like 6 moderators already, and I have one of my better ones in here. And if you're telling me you're 10, you're not going to be a moderator on here. Even if I considered it, the fact that you're not 18, I would make you a moderator. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I gotta start. Well, oh no, he uses. Well, thank you. He's a Dalmatian mix. I just adopted him. What? It's now 6 weeks, you guys. Doesn't time fly? Oh, like I said, I'm gonna be gone for a week. Um, he's 5 years old. Um, so next week I'll be gone for a week. My friend is taking care of him. She lives here in the same building, but I bet you he's gonna be. Uh, I really hate to do that, but you know, um, I need to go see my mom. What trans female is up? Oh, that's me. Yeah, we see you. That's why I said you said what trans female is up. And I would say all the trans female in here are. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I just saw that 4 more people jumped in. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Well, thank you, Squash. Um, yep, analytics show that. Also, thank you for all the little emojis there. Everybody's been fantastic in here today. You know, we're having a great stream. Hi, Nevaeh. We've had a great stream because people have been respectful today. Um, not many people that have shown disrespect, although we have had those that jump in here and there. I think now that we've been monetized, I think it's more selective to where it goes. Um, what am I trying to say is usually um sometimes we'll by this time at like at the time we chose, sometimes we'll get like 10,000 views, and right now we're at 500, which is great. Um, because it's just basically, I think it's we're mainly getting the subs rather than people that just come in and spread hate. And that's good because then we can have a better conversation. We can talk about trends like I've got the so we got merch. I've got merch on so everybody can check out the. This is the first T-shirt ever printed for the channel. Um, right now that I know, only one other person has bought merch, and that was my friend Joe. He bought a coffee mug. Well, thank you, Barbecue Pitmaster. Neither one. Here is, you know, Squash, the only. Welcome, Alexis. Hey, MB, how are you doing today? Kathy, MB, uh, Kathy is I'm talking to MB, I'm talking to my uh, moderator here. And, ooh, thank you, RT. Thank you for that super sticker. MB is actually from, I see her frequently on the Church of Korahor, Kathy. MB, my moderator, Kathy, has joined us at the Church of Korahor frequently. Yes, we do, MB. We will have to do that. I will have to, um, you know, we'll need to do it sometime. This week it will be difficult. I've got a couple of things going on this week. Next week I will be out of town, but after that, anytime. Oh, you're up in Rio Rancho? I am over by the Sandia Mountain. I live at the court right by Tramway and Copper. So, guys, everybody's been doing. We've gotten some very, very good people giving us some super chats here. I do want to thank everybody. Thank you, Alexis. Just remember, see, my channel is called Jules Treasures. Um, the reason is my name is Jules, and when you come in here, you are a treasure. So you're a subscribed treasure. Yeah, and I work over at MB. I work over at the VA here in New Mexico. I'm a nurse for them. Ooh, Alexis, thank you for for that super chat. I'm really appreciating everybody. This is our second live stream where we've actually had people give super chats. It's been the first weekend. Our very first person to give a super chat here on the channel, very first person, was actually AT Chick, who was in our sermon, Godless sermon at the Church Corridor this morning. So just remember, 20% of what does go into um, the chat revenue does go to charity. And I'll break it down. 5% goes to Transgender Resource Center here in Albuquerque. I mean, that's 5% of that. I will give 5% to where I adopted my dog here, Animal Humane New Mexico, and I will give um, what the other 10% I will use for next year's mission, next year's Rapture 505, and to hand out care packets to the homeless during the winter, including a beanie, gloves, socks, and a mylar uh, lined poncho. So it'll protect them from the snow along with keeping them warm. Oh wow, Kathy, I I don't remember you saying that was heart surgery. Oh yeah, hope she feels better. Yeah, Alexis, the reason is I know MB here and Kathy um also attend, and we do it these I attend a Godless church here, and we do it here on YouTube. It is called the Church of Gorhor, and we do godless sermons. But yet, in certain times of year, and depending where, we will do what we call a mission of reason, and that will be to help homeless people. We called it Rapture because it rapture. It kind of, but the not like the rapture that's predicted in the Bible, but we do put a W on the front of it because we wrap people up so they stay warm during the winter. Oh, are you? So it's being done up in what hospital are you going to? Is it U of F? My daughter is a gator, you guys. So that was awesome for to see the Sacred Heart. Okay. Yeah, my daughter's a gator, so she goes to U of F. She's working her classes online, and it was it was awesome to see the Gators win because this is her. She's working on her master's, so that was cool to see the Gators win in her first year working on her master's. Yeah, that is really cool, Kathy, getting that room for her. And yeah, they do have good docs up in that area. Um, like me, I had brain surgery and it was done at Tampa General, and the guy was one of the best in the US. So many of the hospitals up there um, do a great job. Like like Tampa General impressed me because they have an ICU for every system of your body. So like I had brain surgery done, so they had a neurological ICU. They had a cardiothoracic ICU. They had like a respiratory ICU. They had one for every system of the body. It was amazing. Uh, my ex actually did a contract there, and they say they actually have uh, a lift team. So if you ever need to lift your patient or whatever, there's a team that comes over and helps you lift them. Well, Alexis, glad to see that you're still here with us. Uh, you know, that's important. I when I got my brain surgery done, I almost I went in a coma for 3 days. So we all have our trials and tribulations, but we're here for a reason. I will definitely tell it to you. Everybody, that's one big thing, Alexis. Everybody is somebody in here. You know, we like I said, all of us have our trials, and we if we fight through them and make it, that's why we're here. Yes, yes. 3 days, caught a big old infection in the brain. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. If you're just joining us, feel free to jump in, hit a like, subscribe to the channel. Um, we are going on about what? See, we've been going about an hour and a half. Oh, that's cool, MB. Um, There'll be lots to talk about. We'll have to figure out what we want to eat. Although my appetite's gone down a little bit because I did start on Wegovy and I've lost 25 pounds, but the big thing is that my appetite is smaller. Thank you, Alexis, for putting that on there. Um, I, you know, we've been seeing that for a while now where people will remind others to like and subscribe. And let's see, oh wow. So did you adopt them, MB? The right here. That's awesome. That is so cool of you. Um, You know, it takes a lot for someone to do that. Um, Here in Albuquerque, we do have a big homeless population. Uh, but like, uh, actually, that was a stat that Joe and I were looking at, and there is the ratio of empty houses that are on the market or for rent to the number of homeless is ridiculous. You know, there's more empty houses than homeless people. In fact, here on Central and San Mateo, there's one big empty building that if you worked it right, remodeled it, and everything could be a home, one large homeless shelter could probably shelter hundreds of people. The only thing that gotcha there, MB. Most definitely, we will be back on Tuesday, Alexis. Um, yeah, there's a. I heard they are doing something here in the ABQ. There is one church that is doing, or one place where they are kind of letting people put up their tents. So they're kind of got like a camp area for the homeless. I would like to see. I would. I'm gonna do like Joe is saying. Maybe look for an empty church building where we can do a 24-hour library. Um, Here in Albuquerque, I know the Community of Christ does have a building here. Okay, you have a good night, Alexis. It was great having you on here. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I'm looking to, like I said, to have a 24-hour library. Now, he's, like he said, it's going to take, um, the thing is, I'm also looking at the logistics of it. What it's going to take to run. Like, not only do you have to have, people watching over people, you're probably going to have some type of security here. Hello, Junior. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like. I think you were here yesterday. Well, basically, it would be, like Joe has said, he wants to, uh, buy old church buildings and then put like cubicles for people to read books, but have a blanket in there, and they could be open 24 hours a day. So technically, it would be like a place where people can go and really have a cubicle where they can go and sleep. But he says for Utah, he has to call it a 24-hour library because it would, over there, they're not allowing churches to open up like homeless shelters. So he says he would put books in the little cubicles. Person could come in, be reading a book, there'd be a blanket in there, they lay down, and then if they want to sleep, they can sleep. I think that is a great idea. Uh, and he says so many LDS buildings are closed in Utah because they're not getting enough people. Why not try to buy those buildings? But now you have the Community of Christ, which was the RLDS church, and most of their buildings are shutting down, as they are probably going to shut down soon. It would be good to go after and get their buildings. Yeah, yeah, something like that. That's basically, you know, it's his way to, really. The thing is, there's no, actually, Kathy, they probably wouldn't, because you know how they marginalize people. Yeah. They think automatically that people that are homeless are going to be, um, bringing drugs into their area. Well said, MB. 10% does go straight to, you know, so they can make it to their, what, $1 trillion organization right away. No, if I was a predator, oh, I was gonna say if I was a predator, you wouldn't be able to see me because Predator had that camouflage, um, that digital camouflage. Hello, Braxton. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like and subscribe. Well, Junior, up to now, we've been having a great stream. They're starting to jump in now. Actually, hey, Huggy. Yeah, actually, let's see, Michael. Right now would probably just be to hit the. Well, I just have for 10 super chats um, or really just to hit the $100 mark right now. That would be really cool. I know who was my very first donor was AT Chick, who's been going to, was on a couple of live streams with Church of Core. Um, she gave the first $5 to the channel. So I think right now, as far as revenue that we have is $6.02, but then today's will be added on there. And then I think at the end of the month, it has to be by um, like $100, and then you get your revenue. So that'll be cool because then we can start doing the first of, doing or sending money to the organizations that we want to. And I will be completely transparent with, if people want to see receipts, I will show it. Yeah, I know since she did that show. Did you watch the live stream with her and Joe? Um, and Joe, to, thank you for the 20-second like there. Let's try to make 25. Uh, and yeah, she's jumped in on a couple of live streams since that live stream. She's jumped in here. Uh, yeah, um, that was it was actually a pretty funny live stream, but I think Joe took it down because I told him he was slurring his words really bad, and he was I guess he watched it and then he decided to take it down. Oh, I know. Did you see that bottle? How far down it was? It was just. But maybe he just needed to release it that day. You know, they just needed to have fun. And I told him that his words were being slurred, and I think that's why he took it down. Yeah, I've done a couple of lives with Joe. I think I've got one coming up with him. We're gonna plan one here to do a live stream here together because, and I don't know how much, usually I get all the religious people on here, and then, and then next thing you know, like lately I haven't had that many, but in case we get them, he can. I want him to be in here and do something with that. He's been on my channel like 2 times. Oh, wow, Junior, I could understand why you would be nervous. Yeah, he's looking at selling art, Kathy. Well, I know you want it. You've been wanting it. You and you and Megan have been wanting that. It would be yeah, I know both of you. Yeah, Junior, we all wish you well on that. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Please do hit a like. Let's make our this stream make it to 25 likes. And hit a subscribe if you're new here. Wow, we're at 1387. We started at 1383, so we've gotten 4 new subscribers, but that'll mean, that I'd like to hit like, the 1390s and then eventually hit the 1400. My goal is, so if we're in April, actually, let's look at the analytics. And let's look at subscribers. So let's look at, that's the last 28 days. Uh, let's look at 2025. So at the beginning, if we can go to this pace, at the beginning of 2025, since the beginning of 2025, we had added 809 subs. So I think that's fantastic. And that's what broke us into this mark over the thousands. Yes, I am in the USA. Yeah, it's about the one. So yeah, we've added over 800 new subs this year, which has been fantastic and helped us make it to the monetization point where oh, what do I think of our government? Well, actually, I can give you a pretty good analysis of our government because I work for it. I'm a nurse for the Department of Veterans Affairs, and I can tell you every government employee right now is walking on eggshells. So tomorrow is Monday. I have to go to work tomorrow, and I have to send an email to the Human Resources Department of the federal government. It's called the Office of Personnel Management, and I have to send that office 5 things I did last week. Since Elon Musk took over or created this Doge, I have to send 5 things I did last week. The fork in the road email was another. I did a whole live stream on that. I had a thick packet on my investigation on that because yes, the email was sent to us, but that was just an email. I went and dug deep in the internet and printed a bunch of stuff about it, and follow up emails about it, and there was a lot with it. There were things that we didn't receive that we should have. Like packets that our union or like the frequently answered questions that our union had put out there, and they didn't. Oh, small world MB. Hello, Samantha. Welcome to the stream. Remember, you are a treasure here. Yes, I did see the channel about the Godless Church. I did see that. Yeah, it's for some people, it's not for others. I mean, I've got, everybody's, entitled to their opinion to whatever, to whatever they see. I was the first, and that's exactly what it is. It's about giving it a try, and if it's not for you, it's not for you. And like one of the and that's one of the biggest things that Joe always says. You don't even have to join to be what he calls a luminary, which is pretty much his version of missionary, and then you can decide to leave at any time. Thank you, Guitar. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Got it, Kathy? Exactly, MB. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Do hit a like and subscribe. We're probably going to go about another 15, 30 minutes. Hello, Carlos. Welcome to the stream. Guys, just so you know, this is our first weekend where we have been doing super chats and super stickers. And on my channel, everything that does come in as a super chat or a super sticker, 20% from that revenue will go to charity. 5%, oh, he moved. 5%, I was going to say, will go to the Animal Humane, where I adopted my dog. 5% will go to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico, and 10% I will use to buy more beanies, gloves, socks, and mylar light and ponchos for next winter for the homeless here. I was trying to remember, and you know what, Space Frog, I almost did today. I was even going over to my room to get it. I was trying to see where it would sit, and I think it would sit great right here, right between Elf and Boba Fett. I was gonna, because you could probably get a pretty good view of it right there. I was just trying to catch a good glimpse. I was actually looking, and I would probably collapse the stock and have it shorter so it wouldn't go and block that sign right there. And I would just stand it vertically. Deja! Again? Oh, wow, that's awesome. You didn't have to do that. But thank you. Guys, Deja has given a total of what? About 100. I can see it here. Deja has given $249.99 super stickers, and I believe super chat that was like 10. So she's given like $110 tonight. We want to thank DJ not just for the money she's given to the stream, but also for her service. She is a veteran. Well, we do appreciate that, Deja, but I think the most we appreciate is your service to our nation. So welcome everyone. Thanks to Deja's contribution here. We have right now we're sitting at 131.97 in super chats. That will definitely go towards, you know, plenty of donation towards the different charities that we will help. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, you are a treasure here. Um, please do hit a like and subscribe. Um, So we have been doing fantastic on this stream. I think it's been a great stream because, as I stated earlier, we're getting more of the subs on here rather than just uh, as other days where we're just bombarded with a lot of people with negative things to say about us. I think we've been um, Deja, wow, you know, turn around and give that to us. I mean, we really appreciate it. Hope you do find a place soon. Like I said, you're greatly appreciated for your service. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Um, that's a pretty good comment there, Deja. Love it. Well, we've been having, like I said, this is a great stream. I may go over an extra 15 minutes, and I'm gonna have to, um, well, I know, but you did make that choice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be signing off soon too. It's just, you know, it's what, 8 o'clock here. I need to get ready for work tomorrow. I need to go, you know, just get ready for the night. So I think, yeah, I think it's time to, well, we'll just do a 2 hour, which is up in the next 5 minutes. Oh, oh, thank you, Kathy. Maybe that's your last one. Um, so as always, I do want to close off the channel. Exactly. I do want to close off the live stream tonight, as always, as I do. Hello, Pen. I do want to close off by saying that if you ever feel like you're in a crisis, um, as please do hit the 988 lines. This could be feeling down, depressed, or hopeless. Um, you are sad, confused, or angry. Um, whether you know uh, you're having any, if you're a veteran and having uh, any situation that you need to talk to someone about, please do call the 988 line and hit 1. And uh, any drug use or alcohol use, or also just need someone to talk to. Uh, yeah, I think he's already tried to close it down before. I think he's cut the personnel on there. This line actually saved one of my cousins. They were having a situation with her over in San Diego where she was having some very, very, not, I don't want to, schizophrenic episodes. And my mom didn't know what to do. She didn't want her around because she was having some dangerous episodes, so my mom didn't want her there. Finally, they did call this line, and they got a team of people to go over there, and they did admit her to the hospital. Saved her life. Deja here says that 988 has saved her life several times. So it's a very, very important thing to know. I believe in the UK it is 112. And then I also want to say, if you are transitioning, please first seek to go to a gender therapist to make sure that you are diagnosed with gender dysphoria, and they can help you get you to navigate through your transition process. It's very important. And also, please, also, when you go and start transitioning, please do go to medical professional to get your medication, or also get blood tests done frequently to know that your levels are going up as necessary. Please have a good night. I do want to thank all our people that have given super chats, especially Deja. She did fantastic. Now, Alex, that one's one to report. That was not necessary. Yeah, you guys didn't like that comment there by Alex. Um, so, like I said, make sure you're getting your blood levels checked frequently. Be safe about taking your hormones. And thank you for joining me here on Jules Treasures at Area 5T1. Remember, I'm Jules. All of you are my treasures. And you're in Area 5T1. You have a good night, Deja. Kathy, if you're still here, please do have a good night. Thank you for moderating.